In the golden sands of Mali lies a city once called the Jewel of the Desert. A city that proved Africa was not a land of darkness, but of light. This is the story of Timbuktu, Africa's ancient city of wisdom. The rise of Timbuktu. Over 800 years ago, merchants crossed the Sahara with salt, gold, and silk. They stopped by a small settlement on the edge of the Niger River, a place they called Timbuktu. What began as a trading post soon became a center of knowledge and culture, as scholars, travelers, and teachers gathered from across Africa and the Arab world. Timbuktu grew under the Mali Empire, especially during the reign of Mansa Musa, the richest man in history. Students came from as far as Egypt, Morocco, and even Spain, eager to learn from Africa's greatest minds. At its peak, Timbuktu housed over 25,000 students and hundreds of thousands of manuscripts, written in Arabic and African languages. These weren't just books, they were treasures of science and wisdom that predated Europe's Renaissance by centuries. Knowledge beyond borders. The scholars of Timbuktu believed that knowledge was sacred, a gift to be shared. They wrote about the stars, the human body, and the movement of time. They studied the Quran, but also mathematics, physics, and medicine. One famous scholar, Ahmed Baba of Timbuktu, owned more than 1,600 books, at a time when kings in Europe had far fewer. He once said, "A man's worth is in what he knows, not what he owns." Timbuktu became known as the City of 333 Saints, a symbol of learning, peace, and faith. The fall and the forgotten years. But greatness often invites envy. In the 16th century, foreign armies invaded, plundering Timbuktu's treasures. Many libraries were destroyed, and scholars were captured or exiled. Centuries of knowledge were scattered, buried beneath the desert. And as time passed, Timbuktu faded into legend. Europeans later dismissed its stories as myths, unwilling to believe Africa once led the world in learning. Rediscovery and legacy. But Timbuktu's light was never truly lost. In the 20th century, locals began to uncover hidden manuscripts, some buried in sand, others hidden in homes for generations. Over 700,000 ancient texts were rediscovered, proving to the world that Africa's legacy of wisdom was real, vast, and powerful. Before Oxford and Harvard, there was Timbuktu, a city where black scholars debated the stars, where books were worth more than gold, and where knowledge itself was Africa's greatest treasure. Timbuktu reminds us that Africa's past was not silent. It was brilliant. Move a camera, subscribe to Ancient Africa Tales, and help the world remember the greatness of our ancestors.